imagine going on a date with someone you know, only to end up in their trunk. The time I almost got kidnapped. I'm currently 18, and this story happened when I was 16. I will be changing names to keep everyone safe. We love that. So my first story started as a cold January morning when I was walking to the bus stop about 6:25 in the morning. I put on my coat and boots and head out to walk to the main road to the bus stop for school. I walked my normal road, and so far everything was good. I saw the deers eating the dead leaves and the ground and almost slipped a couple of times on the ice. I hate that black ice. And there's this road that connects to the road I'm walking on, and I memorized the cars that I live in the road. So when I saw this white ass van pull out that I have never seen before, you can already tell I don't like it. So I start walking faster, and that car starts to drive a little faster too. I look ahead to the bus stop, and my friend, let's call him Levi, is in there. Yeah, in my head I was like, oh great. The car idling behind me wasn't going ahead of me when I walked in the grass for it to drive past me. It just stayed behind me. I arrived to the bus stop and waited. The white van pulled to the side about 10 feet away from me and turned off the headlights, and the driver just stared at me. He was middle-aged with a beard, and it was dark, so I couldn't see any distinct features. He just watched me, and then Levi arrives and said, "Who is that?" I told him that the car was following me, and he said, "Do you want me to call the police?" And I said no, because the guy didn't actually do anything to make me want to call the police. It was just creepy. And then the other kid, Mac, came to the bus stop and told us that the man has an Ohio plate. I live in Michigan. Levi said to me if that guy tries anything, he will stop him because Levi is a football player, so he's pretty strong, so I feel safe with him. And down the road, we see the bus coming, but there is a car with super bright lights that pull out of the road, and I kid you not, when the lights shine on the van from behind, we saw, oh my god, we saw cages in the back of the van with ropes, sort of shadows, ropes and cages. The bus stopped, and when we got on, I told the bus driver and she notified the police, but when they got there, he was gone. I don't know what would have happened if Levi never came, but I don't think it would have ended well because other than us, no one walks on that road I lived on. I've been stalked, been almost kidnapped before. This was the scariest experience that I've ever had. First of all, I love that your friends, Levi and Mac, they stepped into the situation and kind of like make you feel safe and reassure you that you were gonna be feel safe. Also, just an unsolicited advice, I know this happened when you were 16, but whenever we walk out to a bus stop or somewhere that we have to like wait for a long period of time, or even just walking around, I know I shouldn't be like this, but let's stay vigilant of our surroundings. Sadly, we're living on unprecedented times where tensions are pretty high, so let's stay mindful of our surroundings. Let's try to always carry pepper spray at least. I don't know if that's illegal or not. I think it's not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Or a taser. I think that one is illegal. You cannot carry it around just like that, I think. But there's also some like defense like accessories that females can carry as well. Perhaps some of those. And then always share your location with someone. That's something that I will always advocate. Always have someone that has your location on. I'm really glad you're okay, and I hope you had not had to experience this ever again. Now we have a response from the OP here. Someone asked where in Michigan this was. This person said near the Barrier Spring area. It was super scary to me. I bought a siren disguised as a flashlight. Love this. You can buy one of those for your kids. I love that. This is from Reddit Scary Stories. When I went out with him, I thought we'll be safe. I know him. We work together. I was supposed to be okay. It started out fine. He was so sweet. He opened the door for me. He brought me to a nice restaurant. I didn't even go to the restroom, so I don't know when he slipped a drug into my wine or even how. I should have realized that it tasted different, just a bit salty, but I still should have known. When I started to feel drowsy, is when I realized what had happened. I thought the worst that would happen was that I will be, grape. I hated it, but I knew I couldn't stop it. He did that over and over, and then, oh god, it just got worse. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. He put me in his trunk and he started driving, and I thought I was being kidnapped. But I wasn't so lucky. At least I would leave. He took me to his family farm and dragged me behind the barn. There was a hole in the ground, almost like a grave. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? He threw my limp body down the hole and laughed. Oh my, this is an evil person. I couldn't move, not even as he picked up a shovel and started putting dirt over me. I wanted to scream, I wanted to tell him to stop, but I couldn't even move my little fingers. The hole slowly filled up with me inside. I couldn't breathe. By the time the drugs started wearing off, I was already completely buried. I tried to crawl my way out, but I was too weak. Everything just faded out. If they ever find my body, they'll know what happened. From all the dirt in my lungs and all the maggots eating my flesh, I thought I will be safe. Wait, is this a real story? Okay, this story is not real, but the creator was just portraying some of the fears that a lot of women face when it comes to dating or even the first dates. But let's read a couple of the comments. A very real fear for a lot of women. This is scary because it's an actual thought that crosses your mind on a first date, and that's true. That has happened to me, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you, it has happened as well. I wonder what someone's first thoughts are from men. Does she think I'm a kidnapper? I don't want to look like a serial killer. Those are my first thoughts when going on a date. To this particular story, even though it was fictional, I would say always trust your instincts and your gut feelings when you are kind of like sensing that there's something that is not quite well. Always meet someone in a public space. If you can, please don't let them pick you up at your place, particularly if it's the first, second, or even the third date. You don't want strangers to know where you actually live, because again, you don't know what they can do. Always share your location with someone in real time. Share the picture of the person you're going on a date with. Share the place where you're gonna be on a date. Text a person once you get into the place that you're gonna meet, and once you return to your home, please always make sure that someone will know where you're gonna be at. And if you can, and if you have the last name of the person you're gonna date, just do a quick background check on the internet. There's a lot of platforms that allows you to put like public records of people, and yes, you have to pay, but it allows you to see if, like, for example, if they have been convicted for SA assault or for domestic violence or things like that. That was all for today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and subscribe. Bye.